welcome to a new video update regarding City Traders Imperium. So if you don't know much about me, you should check out the first video in this series where I'm talking about how I'm starting an evaluation at City Traders Imperium, CTI, as a professional pro trader that's doing this full-time and has been doing this full-time for a year. So I'm a full-time trader. I also run a business, trading business as well, and I'm doing this to show people that these prop firm challenges can be passed, or at least an attempt at passing these prop firms with algorithms, so trading algorithms, and these are the ones that I've built personally. So I'm using the Ranger algorithm and the pinpoint algorithm to hopefully pass this challenge in 7 to 10 months. Although that may seem like a long time for the majority of you, everything has to be calculated in a way that we have the best chance at passing this. If it even takes 7 to 10 months, that's okay. We're still passing the challenge with the potential of trading upwards of $2 million at City Traders Imperium. So in this video, I'm going to be covering the profit that has been made over the last 25 days since my last update. And I'm going to be talking about the conversation that I had with City Traders Imperium over the phone, talking about the future of CTI, what's in store, what changes are going to be made. And these changes are pretty impressive. They're going to compete with some of the best prop firms out there, including the 5ers, and it's going to turn CTI into one of the best prop firms out there starting next year. So really excited about that. Let's get into this video. Let's talk about my trades, the profit. Let's talk about how you can get involved in this journey with me as well. Let's get started. So I thought I'd start this video off with my progress at City Traders so far. So I'm already in the green at CTI, and it's only been 25 days, so since I started this account. I'm using FX Blue to track my performance. Typically I use my FX Book to show my stats, but my FX Book didn't have the server, a CTI server on there, and so I can't run my stats at my FX Book. Unless somebody knows something, please let me know and I can change that. So we're running an evaluation account of $17,500. As you can see, since I'm profiting already at $100, that it's showing $17,600. So if you go to the the site, you'll see that I'm taking the $17,500 funded account challenge and have to reach that goal in the 7% target in 12 months with a 4% max drawdown and a max exposure of 0.85 lots. So going back to my account, and I'm using two algorithms. This is the Ranger and the Pinpoint algorithm, and these algorithms are showed right here on my FX Book. So this is the Ranger algorithm that's been running since January 7th of 2020. So we're just about to hit 12 months of profitable results with this algorithm on this account. And it's actually been running for a lot longer on this account at Oanda, showing profitable results every single month since October, as you can see here. So it's a really profitable EA and has been for the last 15 or so months. And so that is the Ranger algorithm. That is one of the EAs that I'm going to be using on, or have been using at CTI. So this is the other algorithm, the Pinpoint EA, that I'm running at CTI as well. And this one has been doing very well. It's 100% win rate so far at 51 out of 51 trades. It's been really quiet since the holiday, so since the 22nd of December. We haven't had any trades. It's just, you know, the markets are quiet. There's not a lot of liquidity. There's not a lot of volume. Not a lot going on in general. So it's better just to stay out of the market. And my algorithms, for the most part, have been pretty quiet over the last week because of the quiet holiday time. So going back to the tracked account at FX Blue, we're at $100 and it's only been 25 days, and you can see that this is a real account. So I don't know if this is actually a real account or not of $17,500. I know that some brokers can run demo accounts on live servers, making it so the computer thinks it's a real account. So if they were smart, they would probably be doing this to minimize any losses during these evaluations that people are taking. So whether it's a live account or not, I'm not really sure, but it doesn't really matter at this point. All right, so at where I stand right now is a monthly return of 0.7%. So I'm looking at a 0.7% profit target or monthly average in the last 25 days. That's what FX Blue is projecting that I'll hit so far with my stats. Since it's only been 25 days, it hasn't even been a full month. I'm looking at a profit of 0.6% total return. With my stats, or with my projections, I'm looking at roughly a 0.82% monthly profit average. So that is a 0.82% monthly profit average. And that's why I'm estimating that I'll probably hit the target in 7 to 10 months. It could be less, it could be slightly more than that. Right now I'm currently a little bit under that because of the holiday trading, so that's why it's at 0.7. But using these two algorithms should put me in a pretty good spot. So how I'm calculating the risk with my algorithms is I'm basically breaking down the worst that they've seen over the span of 10 to even 17 years. So for example, I'm looking at the backtest history for the pinpoint algorithm, this is on the pound US dollar. So the pound US dollar, this is what the pinpoint, so this is one of the algorithms that I'm using. And you can see that it has a monthly average of 1.23%, and this is on a 30-to-1 leverage account. And so, obviously we can't have a 24% drawdown at CTI since the max drawdown that you can have is 4%, right? So I needed to pull down the risk quite a bit on this algorithm to make sure that the worst drawdown that we've had, which is 24%, that it's within that max 4% loss. And because CTI also has a further rule that you need to be aware of, is the 1.5% max risk per position. So this is what hurts the pinpoint algorithm a little bit. It's because we can only have a max trade size or a max exposure or risk position of 1.5%. So instead of having a max 4% drawdown limit, I have to make sure that my pinpoint trades are under 1.5%. So that cuts down the potential with that algorithm quite a bit. So I have to push the risk down even further than what the projected profits are on that. So that still gives me that 0.82% because I'm using in tandem the Ranger algorithm, and I'm cutting down the risk on this one quite a bit as well, considering the 10-year backtests that I ran. I don't have them in front of me right now, but over the last year I've only had a 10% drawdown using this algorithm. And over the last 10 years of using the Ranger on the Aussie Canadian dollar and on the pound Canadian dollar, the max drawdown was minus 27%. So over the last 10 years, minus 27% on the Ranger algorithm. That means I had to cut that risk down quite a bit in order to make sure that the worst that the Ranger has given over the last 10 years, that is going to be under it's not going to be under 4%. So I need to make sure that, I'm going to delete that so you can actually see that better. Alright, so we got to make sure that's under 4%. The worst that the algorithm has given in the last 10 years. Why I'm doing this is I'm preparing for the worst that trading has given my algorithms over the last many years. So I'm prepared for the potential for them to reach that max drawdown, and I want them to stay under that. So this is a very calculated way of approaching a prop firm challenge. And I hope that this makes a lot of sense to you guys, because this is how you should be approaching your prop firm trading, not by how much profit that you think you can make at these prop firms, whether it's FTMO or The5ers or something else. You should be calculating your risk on what the worst your strategy can give you, whether it's losing streaks or whether it's drawdown, so you can have a better idea of how to appropriately plan for your evaluations at whatever prop firm that you're using. Alright, so now I'm going to quickly cover the Discord group. So this is Discord, and it's a free group for anybody to join, and it covers the Ranger and the pinpoint algorithms. So any questions that you have, you can feel free to ask people that are using these two algorithms. And it's also here for people to follow along with my CTI progress. So I have given out set files for people to use these algorithms at CTI. So this includes the Ranger and the pinpoint algorithms, and this is what you're looking at right now. So this is under the presets and manuals, and so if you go under here, you'll see these are the Ranger algorithm version 3.6 CTI set files. I show the projected profit right here of 0.82%, and this is for the 17.5 valuation account. So this only works with both algorithms, so the Ranger and Pinpoint algorithms together. This is the projected profit, and it only goes for the highest valuation account of 17.5. So I'm sorry that it doesn't work for the lower valuation counts, but it's because we need a larger account balance to make both of these algorithms work for this projected profit amount. All right, so that is where the CTI files are for the Ranger. You can also scroll down and you'll see the Pinpoint version 8.1 CTI set files as well. All right, so this next part, I'm going to be talking about the phone conversation that I just had with one of the top people at City Traders Imperium on the phone. They actually offered to call me since we were corresponding over email and thought that it would be easier to address my concerns regarding prop firm trading at CTI and my algorithms that I'm using. It was quite a delightful conversation. It was constructive as well, and it kind of painted an image of where City Trader Imperium is wanting to go, and basically next year, so in the coming 2 to 4 weeks. So as you may know, one of the best prop firms out there right now is The5ers, and this is what a lot of people are saying, because you can hold trades over the weekend, you have a 7% target over 6 months, you have absolute drawdown, which is a really good combination. That's why The5ers is being looked at as one of the best right now. City Traders Imperium has also made some really big changes, and by next year in January, they're going to be making some pretty big changes that's going to compete and probably even be better or exceed The5ers. And this is what I'm really excited about, and I'm even more proud that I selected City Traders Imperium. I can't get into the details of what these are going to be, but you're going to find out soon, because they're going to be announced in the next 2 to 4 weeks, according to what I was told over the phone. All right, so as you guys may know as well, that prop firm trading can be tricky because there's a lot of rules involved. Every single firm out there has rules. Like, for example, FTMO has their 10% target with their challenge in 30 days. They don't allow you to hold trades over the weekend. All these rules make it really difficult for professional traders like you and me to make these evaluations work over the long term. It's one reason why you don't see a lot of traders trading at prop firms after 6 months. It's because most of these traders don't have good risk management. They were taught bad advice from, well, traders like FX Daniel Savage and Mamba FX. These traders tell you how to basically gamble with your money and don't really show you how to be consistent with your profits, and don't really tell you that a 2 to 3% gain is a success as a professional trader, and that's what you should be happy with every single month. And that's even with high leverage trading in general. So these traders are always showing you flashy cars, flashy houses, giving you the wrong idea of how to approach trading as a business, so you have a better chance at succeeding over the long term. So the next part I wanted to cover was reviews at City Traders Imperium. So as you can see here at Trustpilot, this is one of the first places that reviews are left for City Traders Imperium. And this is 48 so far. And you can see some recent reviews that have been done, which show that people are happy with City Trader. And this is actually one of the common things that I talked about over the phone were the reviews. And they were saying that we really strive for positive reviews and experiences for traders trading at CTI. So this is one of the first things that pops up when you look up City Traders Imperium review or CTI review, and this is one of the first articles that pops up. And this has actually been brought to my attention by a few traders since my last video, showing me, hey, what do you think about this? Is this true? Should I be concerned about this? I heard that City Trader has been blocking funds. They've been freezing people. They haven't been paying people out. I found out through, or got CTI's input on this review, and they know very well about it. And they said that this person didn't even have an account at CTI, that they even reached out to the person that wrote this article multiple times without any response from them, to try to clear things up, because it sounds like this person was really angry and got misinformed information, and that this article should not be believed. And it's hard for me to really know what to do with this information, because it's kind of a he said, she said, he said, she said. Damn it. Okay, anyway. So yeah, that's what this is what's going on here, and I'm trying to figure out what I should do with this information. So I'm just going to have to play it by ear and see how this goes over the long term, and hopefully things continue to go smoothly. But when it comes to Trustpilot, I know that some reviews can be faked, and some accounts can be created and reviews can be left. But there's a lot of them here. There's 48 reviews, and I can't imagine that every single one of these have been fake. And so you can only go by what we have as visible. And so far, I don't think that there's enough negative reviews or responses in regards to CTI to really be concerned about at this point. So, we'll just have to play it out and see how things go over the coming months. Alright, so I plan on doing more videos like this following CTI, and I will probably be releasing them every 2 weeks or so. So you can follow along with my progress over the next 7 to 10 months to see how my algorithms are doing, the Ranger and the Pinpoint algorithm. Now, an ongoing discussion that I've been having, that I had with CTI over the phone just yesterday, was how many people can actually join CTI and use my Ranger and Pinpoint algorithms. Their biggest concern is, for example, having 200 people join CTI and use my algorithms, the Ranger and Pinpoint, and doing basically the same thing that I'm showing you right now. So copying what I'm doing to pass the evaluations at CTI. This puts CTI in a very interesting position because they don't want 200 people using the same strategy, making it put them at risk if, say, for example, one of the algorithms happens to have a loss or something. They take a pretty big hit because of that, because so many people are using the same algorithm. Right now, they have decided not to continue the path of allowing people to use my algorithms right now. I don't know if that's going to change. This is going to be an ongoing discussion, so I'll give you more updates on this in the future. But at the moment, they're not putting any restrictions on that, and I want to keep in mind, let you guys know that I'm not getting a commission or have an affiliate link for CTI. I'm not affiliated with them. I don't even think they offer an affiliate program. So I'm just telling you my experience in the hopes that you can maybe make your own decision about CTI if it's a good proprietary firm for you, and if it's something that you want to use the Ranger and Pinpoint algorithms at, or if you want to just use your own strategy because you think that they are a good prop firm to use. So I'll keep you guys informed with my progress in the next 2 weeks with another update about CTI. Thanks so much for watching. See you guys on the next video.